Hello, one and all. How are you? It is auction week. We're going live on Friday at 5 p.m. and we are busy little bees. Busy, busy, busy. It is. There's lots of bottles in, and we're still processing still a few as well. So it's been a busy old week. We had the memorabilia auction just beforehand, and we had our previous whiskey auction, and we had a wine auction, and it's just rolling into the other. But we are ready. We will be ready at 5. We're not quite ready yet, but we will be ready at 5 o'clock. As we always are, 5 o'clock on Friday. But we have to highlight some of the old things that are in our auction.
And in the office. Go on.
And in the office.
I know where you're going.
I was 50 last week. I might add, I celebrated my 50th. I think it's a miracle that I've survived this long. That somebody hasn't killed me. Predominantly, Katie. 29 years.
Yes.
I've been putting up with you. Sorry, I meant I've been putting up with you. But we are 29 years together. It was our wedding anniversary the other day as well.
Yes.
One of our wedding anniversaries. We bit 3 of them to celebrate. And then today it's your birthday.
My birthday.
So I thought, how appropriate to talk about old things on your birthday. Now, I'm not saying there's no correlation here, Katie. I just want to be very clear on that. I didn't deliberately think of get out the old, scruffy, tired-looking old bottles of whiskey and put you standing beside them.
No, there was no thought put into it
None at all.
whatsoever.
Never thought that at all. But it does show how beautiful you are.
Oh.
Is that a good save?
Oh, that's a good save.
When these bottles are in tatters, love, you're doing fine. Huh? You're a fine thing, so yeah. So it is a happy birthday to Katie. Today is actually her birthday, so it is a massive happy birthday. But work must go on.
Yeah.
No rest for the wicked,
Nope.
and you are wicked.
Yes, I am.
So we're talking about the old bottles. So we've some phenomenal old bottles. There's some of these that have just never seen the light of day before. We'll start with the Taylors, the HC Taylors ones. It's from the old Belfast distillery down in Belfast. They were done for the House of Commons. Absolutely phenomenal bottle in really, really decent condition as well. We've actually left some of these bottles in their found state because, you know, it's up to the new buyers to decide what they want to do with that and how they want to, you know, whether they want to take the dirt and dust and everything else of it. Bottle of Old Cumber beside it. Again, not in phenomenal condition. It has quite a low fill level, but it's a great bottle to have. This old bottle of Tullamore Dew, my good God, I think everybody's been wearing gloves to touch this thing because it came out of an old cellar. As you can see, a lot of the, shall we call it patina?
Patina,
Patina
yes,
is still on it, but it's in real good condition. Great fill level, seal, everything else. Some of the old Whites 22, there's 2 bottles of that in the auction. There's a bottle of the Paddy whiskey, whiskey without the E as well. I saw Jim Ingram done a video on whiskey with E and without E the other day. And we moved to this bad boy. This is a bottle of Cruiskeen Lawn. This is from Mitchell's in Belfast. This is full, lads. This is a phenomenal find. I mean, it's still got the wax seal on top with the M on top of it. It's 2.4 kilos. It is a substantial piece. It is a piece of whiskey history. We reckon it's about the turn of the 1900s is when that was bottled. We're actually having difficulty dating it exactly because a lot of the older ones that we found, or the younger ones that we found, have a more pattern on the neck of the crock itself. But that doesn't. And you can see how the old, I mean, Rob has done this as well. You can see how the old label was put on where there was a sort of a brand put around the outside and they rubbed the paint over it. And you can see where it ran on the outside. And then it would have been fired in the kiln to dry it and to bake that into these crocks. It's a phenomenal piece of history.
It is.
And to have it full. We've spoken to a lot of the guys who we reference for whiskey for old bottles like this, and none of them have ever seen this full. So this is a true piece of Irish whiskey heritage and history. I know a Cruiskeen Lawn mirror at one stage went for about €13,000. So they are a sought after piece, and to have this a full bottle in that condition is just phenomenal.
cool.
And then beside that we have a bottle of Johnny Walker of the red label. It was like it's not a naggin, it's like a half bottle. But can you imagine going around with that in it? And did you ever notice that, Katie, that the indent in the bottles, in these old bottles, so they sat against you when you put them in your pocket?
Yes, that makes
So
sense.
that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, another moment of genius on
There you
Anthony's
go.
behalf as well. So that's it. As I say, we've loads of bottles. We're still busy processing. There's some phenomenal pieces. They're just different pieces.
There's a massive selection.
Yeah, this month it really is. And some of the bottles that we're coming across, sort of, not that we haven't seen before, but we mightn't have seen, many of them, or things like this. I know there's the 2 Waterford crystal decanter sets that came with
With the Bushmills.
Waterford, with the Bushmills
Yeah,
glasses
yeah.
and all that sort of stuff. Again,
The other way
phenomenal stuff.
around, baby. The Bushmills came with the Waterford glasses.
That's what I said, didn't I?
You
See,
did.
there she is, criticising me and keeping me in check. No matter how old she gets, she'll still be happy doing that, won't she?
Yes, I will.
Absolutely, that's it. And so, again, as I say, from me, from all the team here at Irish Whiskey Auctions, and I presume everybody who follows us, most of them seem to like you. Me, they're ambivalent about. You, they like, tolerate. They all want to wish you a happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
So happy birthday to our Katie, and as I say, she's a while off 50 yet.
Not as old as him. I'll never be as old as him.
But she's a while to go yet before she's 50. Until next time, me and Rob are going to be back tomorrow. Until then, fare thee well.
Bye.
Bye.